Welcome back, everybody. I'm Fred, and we are in the bike shop right now. I just finished recording the first episode and just jumped right back in. So we're going to be selling that bike. But first, let me show you what I got. And I can't remember the names of most of these. I like the bikes that kind of remind you of, something like a custom Harley. So all of mine are just different types of those. This one I got pretty sure during the last 4th of July event. I like Tron, I like green. So there's my green Tron bike. There's my my drag. This is the one you do your time trials on. There's another Harley-ish type of bike. Another one. And another one. And then this is Halloween. I just got this one a few days ago. But yeah, these are my bikes. I do have room for, I think, one more. I do have the police bike, but it didn't really match in here, so I think it's in my bail house, the bail bond place. So anyway, we're going to go over here and we are going to sell this bike. The Western Wolfsbane. So the goal is to make it pretty much the way the customer asked for it. So we resprayed. They want saddle brown. Saddle brown. So it's like a dark brown. And this is honestly how I do it. I'm not in a big hurry. I kind of talk my way through these things. So performance upgrades. We're going to throw a turbo in here. We're going to upgrade a transmission to a sporty transmission, and it's going to need better brakes. Bodywork. Customer requested these simple box oil tank. They want to change out these seats to a custom vintage seat. Nice.
Rest your behind on that.
And they wanted to replace this shifter with a revolver jockey shifter.
Wow, she looks good.
Now, what they don't know is I'm going to put a nice some decor on here. What looks good with this brown? It's kind of good. Kind of like to add a little bit of this red and white in there. No. Nah. The ornate, that's not too bad. Especially if it's going to have black, possibly wheels. That one looks kind of cool too.
Decisions.
I don't want that. I think I'm going to go with this one. The Stealthy Snake.
Whoa, now she looks pretty. But
And
not
then,
like a girl
kind of wheels that they ask for. Track Star.
Those wheels were
Okay.
the missing piece.
Now, is there any reason at all to change the color of these wheels? Okay, that just puts a stripe in there. Is there anything that... Do they have the same brown? I don't think they do. I think that was pretty close. We'll go with the bronze. Alright, and we'll confirm that, and this customer ought to be pretty darn happy. That looks good. Now let's just not wreck it on the way there. .6 miles. I did turn off the music, so I don't have to keep doing that. I wish there was a thing where you could turn off the profanity or the NPCs or something. I just don't like putting out stuff on YouTube that has a lot of bad language in it. I find it unnecessary. But yeah, some of the pedestrians are like the worst. Male and female. I mean, they get mad just because you drive past them fast sometimes. I can understand when you're on the wrong side of the road and all that good stuff, but Yeah, I'm not always trying to go as fast as I possibly can, because I used to fly everywhere. I'll tell you what though, the Oppressor Mark II is by far the best grinding tool ever. I know people use it to harass people, but it is so handy in getting from point A to point B really quickly in the city. However, you start noticing that you're playing the whole game from the air. And man, they put so much detail into this game. It is crazy. I'm gonna bring in a different vehicle. What can we get? What can I get? Mechanic.
I'm on the clock. What you want? Some wheels?
Yeah, go to the auto shop and grab me. Let's get the Banshee.
I'll get there as soon as I
That's
can.
That's the Dodge Viper, I believe. Pretty sure. Hi, lady. I believe this is a Benny's mod. So let's go over to, and again, we're not in a big, oh, you know what? Let me call Mutt. I think I just did this mission.
Hello?
Yeah, okay. Let me fill you up because you're,
Okay.
I basically,
gonna cost a little.
I just
I
call
know
him
someone who has what
every
we
day
need.
when I play, and when he tells me that I can't buy any, then I basically know that he's full. Not only is the product full and ready to sell, but the supplies are full and I can't buy anymore. So let's go, let's see, do we remember we sold the grass and there was something else that was ready? I believe it was the blue crystals, which we were just over. I'm going to have to set a spot on this one because I never remember how to get over here. So this one's ready too. Now here's what I'm going to do. I know I just got this car. Well, let me get over closer because there's probably a timer on calling the mechanic back. But I am going to get the compressor out because depending on what spawns for a mission, we may have to travel quite a bit. Hello, everybody. I'm on the wrong side of the road. Alright, so let's get rid of this vehicle. We'll just call it this way. Terabyte. Request this. There it is. So it's right down there. Let's bring it up here by us just in case it's in the way of any spawning vehicles. So one of our crate warehouses just brought in 3. So in case you didn't know, most people do know, when you send out your workers at those warehouses, they'll either bring back 1, 2, or 3. And 1 is more common, 2 is less common, and 3 is even less common. I think the average is like 1.4 if you just took the average. 1.4 to 1.7. I think maybe it's 1.7. But yeah, you'll see them 1, 2s, and 3s. Alright, so this one is ready to sail. And what are we going to get? We got the helicopters. Alright. Relatively easy sail. It's really just a time-consuming flight around the map 3 times. Literally.
We selling?
Yep.
Huh?
Yes, we
Okay.
are.
The buyer wants an air truck. The product's loaded and waiting at the helipad.
So So if you're not familiar, the helicopters, I think there's 15 total sites, 5 per helicopter, and I'm pretty sure they're randomized now. I think a long time ago it was the same three. Each helicopter would have the same location. Not where am I going? Oh, that was over here. They had like 15 locations, but the same group of 5. Every time you flew these 3 helicopters, you got the same pattern of locations. But now I think they kind of randomized the location, so it's not always the same thing. We'll go ahead and put that away. So what I like to do is just take off first, get out of the hangar, pull up, get a little altitude, and then while I'm hovering, I want to see where I'm going. So we got 1 over here, 2. These 3 are kind of clumped together, so I think I'm just gonna fly from here to here and then straight across. Don't go around the mountain, just come over here and hit these 3. So 2 on the west side of the map and 3 on the east side of the map. Feels a little bit different not playing any music while I'm playing the game, but I usually turn on the radio station, so I'm here. I bounce between the 80s one and the 80s rock one, I guess. And for some reason I even got in the habit of, which one is closer? I'm not a country music lover in any way, but I actually kind of recognize up to some degree there's a country station on here that has like really old country music, like the Willie Nelson style. And I don't know why. That's when I made the cowboy outfit and started driving that tow truck, and it just seemed to fit. So I got in the habit of playing that country music, even though I'm not a country music fan. It just fit the part, and I got to the point now where I know all those, I think, whatever 10, 12 songs that are on there. I got them all memorized. And then I also enjoyed listening to the talk radios, the Blaine County one with Ron, and the more liberal one in the city. So yeah, you fly over these smoke spots. There is nothing to fear on these missions except for terrain and other players. And if you're in a private lobby, there's no players, so just don't crash. And there's no altitude restriction on the helicopters. Now typically you can't fly over here unless you have a hangar in the military base, and I do, so we can fly over top of that. The only altitude restriction with the helicopters is if you're too high, it won't let you drop the goods. It's right on the D-pad if you've never done this before. Yeah, I just find this a leisurely flight through these areas. So it'd be nice to take that new off-road vehicle that I made through this area. That's something, I just haven't done this kind of stuff before. I've been so focused on all my businesses and all that kind of stuff. It's just like, you know what? I just got to take the time to play. I mean, there's a big world here that I've ignored. There's a, somewhere over there is like it looks like a construction area, but it actually has a motocross dirt track with jumps and everything. And I need to take go get a dirt bike and take it over there. I know people go just take a regular, mountain bikes up and down through some of these paths. And there's a lot of stuff you can do. And I'll tell you what impresses me, I think, every time I have a boat mission. The water physics in this game that's about 12 years old is like second to none. And I heard that they spent 300 million, or I think that's what I heard just the other day, on water physics creation for GTA 6. I mean, the one that we already have in this game is phenomenal. I just can't imagine how good the water physics is going to be in the next game. But that's why I was saying in the previous video, I don't think there's any waste of money unless you just, you know, buy something that has no purpose. I don't think there's anything in the game that doesn't have a purpose, but or buying something that you could have got for free. That's kind of a waste of money. But like, you know, I've seen so many videos of people saying that the yacht is a waste of money, and it's like, no. Especially if you have friends, you can just go out and hang out. I mean, go jump on the jet skis and all that kind of stuff and just have some fun. It's not like you have to log into this game and just constantly make money. You can make money in the background. Like I showed you what my routine was at the beginning of the last video. You could do that routine and just ignore all your businesses, and those businesses would keep going slowly. And if you keep your motorcycle businesses, all the illegal goods businesses, just keep them supplied, they'll just fill up while you're playing. You can go play on your jet ski, play on your yacht, your motorcycles, you know, you can do anything you want in this game. Just have some fun. And then guess what? I got a whole bunch of selling to do because all my businesses are ready to go. So you don't have to grind. That's my thing, is I don't understand. Every time I watch a video or you know, get on YouTube and the best way to grind, it's like, oh, I mean, how many best ways are there to grind? Everybody basically says get the Kasatka and do the Cayo Perico. And I think it's boring. I don't want to do that anymore. I only did it 4 times. Now, people, I'm sure, are going to comment on this video and say, yeah, but you sell the same cell missions all the time. But yeah, but I enjoy these ones. Compared to doing Cayo Perico over and over, I actually do enjoy just the flying around and doing these ones. I like to do the smaller things and then do these cell missions. So I don't mind doing, like, I still to this day have not finished the Dr. Dre mission. I've done, I think there's roughly 10 or 12 total missions in that, and I think I've done close to half of them. And I don't know that I'll ever finish it. But I do enjoy doing the payphone hits, and I do enjoy doing the client missions, I think is what they're called. I haven't done client missions for a little while. I think I did one about a couple weeks ago, but when they're on double money and stuff, those are, I'll really start focusing on those. But I enjoy doing the shorter things that don't, again, I don't like the missions that take me out of the game and put me in a menu where I have to choose things and then like throw you in a whole separate lobby to do. I don't know why. I don't like most of that stuff. I want to be able to enter and exit a building and I'm already in the mission, and it just fluidly keeps happening. I don't know why that is. That's me. Alright, so let's check our next locations. And I know there's plenty of people out there that are like that. Okay, this one is the very tip top of the mountain. So I'll probably hit these two and then go straight up to Dumb Mountain and then come over here and hit these two. Actually, I might get these two first because it's got a longer flight to go up instead of just going straight up. Let's do that. A little bit different. So we'll get the two on the east side this time. But yeah, like I said, if you get used to using that oppressor all the time, this is what you see. You just see everything from above. And then when you get down and start looking at things, there's so much detail in this game. Even as old as this game is, there is so much detail in this game. And when you go down and, hey, I'm going to start driving the cars that I paid all this money for. I'm just going to enjoy going from point A to point B. Look at that sculpture down there in that water fountain. There's just so many places to just go check it out because they spent so much time on the details. That again, you don't have to make money as fast as possible. Just let it build up in the background. Sell it once in a while. You can make it as fast as you want it, but you also, like, people get burned out on grinding. And I don't feel like I'm grinding when I'm doing a mission like this. Some people do, and I get it. Everybody's different in how they want to play the game. Some people don't feel like they're grinding when all they do is Cayo Perico over and over and over again. They just think that's the best way to make money, and I'm glad they enjoy it, because if you're doing Cayo Perico over and over and over again because it's making a ton of money and you think the game is boring, then you've missed something, because there's way more to do than the one mission. I can't imagine thinking to myself, oh, I want to buy this new car, so I'm going to have to grind Cayo Perico 3 or 4 times. Alright, here's our second one. Now we got to work our way towards the mountain and climb at the same time. All the way to the top. So yeah, last month, if you had GTA Plus, there was 1 week where bounties were paying 4 times, and so were dispatch missions. So instead of 25,000, you were making 100,000 for every dispatch, and those are so fast, and there's only a 1-minute cooldown. You can literally do one in about 4 minutes. So like every 5 minutes you could make 100K roughly. And you could go in and do the bounties, and the main bounty that you can only do once for the week, or once per day, those were paying about 500,000 at 4 times money. So it was crazy to make money that particular week. But that, again, if you need money and you want an easier way to do it, and you can afford the GTA Plus, it's like there's always something going on. I've only had it for the 1 month. Now this month they started some new things, and it's not as good this month as it was the last month, in my opinion. Right now, everybody's getting double money on the cash creation business and the document forgery, which sucks at double money. It's still not as good as the rest of the businesses. It's a terrible business. But GTA Plus is getting 4 times on the document forgery, which makes it, I think the sell missions right now are like 630,000, so that's actually the best one at the moment, and it's just a little bit, but it's even at 4 times, it's just a little over the I think 525 for one of these. But because the cash creation is also paying double, that's almost at $1 million. It's 900 and some thousand at double. But pretty much guaranteed, because that one's paying double, sometime during this month, pretty much a guarantee that the GTA Plus members will have double on top of that. So it'll be almost $2 million every time they sell the cash. That's crazy. And now some people will say, I don't know why you pay GTA Plus, it's stupid to pay them money. Like, you know what? I don't get to play constantly, so I don't mind paying a little bit more to... I don't feel... It's not like I'm not going to pay for a shark card, but there's other benefits of the GTA Plus. It's not a pay-to-win type of thing. It's not like I can buy better things than somebody else that doesn't have it. It just gives me some extra bonuses to make money on and change my play style for a week or two. And I can afford it. It's and Rockstar puts out everything for free. They hope people buy GTA Plus and shark cards and things like that. So if you really, 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 really like the game and the company, then buy their stuff. People demand that they do more and more and more and more stuff. It's like you never bought anything more than the base game, and you're getting all this stuff for free. For 12 years, you've been getting free updates every year, and a lot of them are really good updates, and you've never paid them any money. So, and you don't have to, but don't complain about the people who do. Okay, I don't mind giving them a little bit more money. I like the game, I'm having fun. Alright, one more. So you can see the timer down there on the bottom right, where it's counting down. We're at 28 minutes, a little bit more. It started at 45, so we're at about 17 minutes into this mission. So yeah, you used to have a half an hour, but you can see that most of these you can easily do them in half. Man, look at that. All four of these in a row, really close. And then behind the mountain. So yeah, basically this time we don't have to fly a complete loop around, but we are going to end this mission clear on the opposite side of the island. So we probably do have to fly all the way back. Now there are ways you can skip that. If you're playing on a next-gen console, the load time is pretty darn quick. So if I wanted to, I could just start a new lobby, a new private session, and it'll just automatically load me back in my CEO business. That's where I'm currently set to log in. And it's like fast travel, because it takes just a second or two. I'd be curious. I know not everybody has one, but I would love to know what the ratio now is of how many people now have PS5s versus PS4s. They've been out for several years now. I just got mine last year. I did not hurry to get one. I'm married, and I can easily spend $8 a month on something like GTA Plus, but to tell my wife I want to spend $500 on a console, and I already have a console that works, it's a little harder to do. So any of those married guys out there that feel my pain, let me know. In fact, one of the reasons I'm making these videos, I would be kind of curious. I really only have a couple of friends on the PlayStation, and for the most part, we do not have similar tastes in games. Me and one other guy used to play Red Dead Redemption together quite a bit. He's a little younger than I am, and he just recently got married, and does not have the free time that he used to have. I've been married for quite some time, and I'm allowed to play games, put it that way. We're set in our habits. I have my free time, she has hers, and we're still happily married. And so yeah, we just have some different hobbies, and we're allowed to have our personal time. It just works out for us. Well, actually, we have different work schedules. So I get home from work, and she's working from home, but she still works until like a couple hours later than me. So I've got time when I get home to play games before she gets off work. So I don't ignore my wife. I'm not stupid. I love my wife. 30 years and going. So there we have it. Now we do want to jump out of here as soon as we can. We sold our crystals for 446,000. We can't get out yet. I think he's going to call us. Oh, come on. There we go. Now we're out. All right. Anyway, what I was saying was I don't play with any friends. And I don't want to PvP. I don't have any interest at all. But if there are people that watch these videos on YouTube, you know, send me a message or something. If you'd like to play GTA and you want to be in a lobby where no one's doing PvP, you know, we could always be friends online on PlayStation, and hey, if somebody's already got a session open, we can all play together. We can either join each other's CEO clubs or whatever we do, motorcycle clubs, or everybody can just be in a lobby that has multiple people in it, so we can say hi and everybody just does their own thing. But my biggest thing is I don't mind there being more people. I just don't want a bunch of griefers. I don't have any interest in doing that to other people. I don't want it done to me, and I'd rather play by myself in a giant world, my own sandbox, than to be in a lobby where people are doing that. I'm so glad that they added that into the game where you can do this on your own. Okay, so this mission is officially done. What time is it? In real life, it's about 7 o'clock, which means my wife gets off soon. At a half an hour in the video. Okay, we've already sold our cars and our motorcycle. What else can we do right now? You know what? We could go do a bounty. This is not my helicopter, so... You know what we could do? Before we do that, because I did not log into the nightclub and switch DJs, let's go over to the nightclub. That was easy. Get out of the road. If you ever wanted to do something just for fun, I'd like to come over here and just kill everybody right here. Primarily because I could just go over here now and take all their cash, which isn't a lot, but again, it was fun. And then I just go in here, the cops are gone. So if you come over on your oppressor, you can basically launch one missile at them and it kills pretty much everybody.
Hey, boss.
I'd be curious how much money I've made just by picking up cash on the ground. Okay. We got the blue dot. So one of the things you can do to keep your popularity going is to, when you walk in here roughly every hour, there'll be something on the map. They're either shaped like a blue dot or it's shaped like a person. If it's a blue dot, you just have to walk up to the person and you throw them out of the building. If it's shaped like a person, you got to go over to the person and then they're going to load you out into a car and you either have to take them home or to a hospital. Now, another thing, too, is if they're a dot, they're always on the bottom floor, and if they're a person, they're always on the top floor. I don't know if everybody's noticed that yet. I've never heard anybody mention that in a video, but that is true. All of the locations for the people who need taken home are upstairs, and all of the people that need kicked out of your club are downstairs. And you might be thinking, hey, you should have grabbed your cash while you were in there.
What do you mean I didn't
Well,
give enough money?
again, if you have the GTA Plus, you can go to the Pinewood app. You can claim earnings. Now here I'm going. Nightclub 95,000, arcade 10,000, agency 5,000, salvage yard 24,000, bail office 29,900, garment factory.
We'll talk next week. How's it
I think it was empty. And Hands-on 28,000.
but don't touch this.
So yeah, you don't have. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I was just closing a menu. My bad. Totally my fault. All right, so we were going to go do a bail mission. So let's get a car. You know what? Let's do it the old-fashioned way. Give me this.
We gotta call the sheriff. That's wrong. Well, you're a nobody.
There we go. We got a car. The old-fashioned way, Grand Theft Auto. Now, rumor has it in GTA 6 it'll be a little harder to steal a car, or at least more steps to it. Like people have seen in one of the leaks, I guess they have, what do they call those things where you shove it down between the window and the door and you gotta try to pick the lock that way? I forget what that's called. It has a name. But yeah, it might be a little harder to steal a car. You might not be able to just grab it from somebody driving by. I'm not sure.
Sure.
We'll send these guys out again.
Sure.
Sure. Always make sure you got all your snacks and stuff, because you do get shot at quite a bit during a bounty mission. Vespucci, Amazon. I used to have all of my businesses as close to the beach as I could, and that's why I named them all Vespucci something. You know what? Let's take the 130,000. Let's go ahead and do this one. Now this is what I don't like. Okay, she's talking, but ignore her. When you do the big missions like this, they're going to they treat it like the whatever the missions are called. All the different missions that take you out of the game and put you in a separate this screen. I generally hate it when I have to do this, because all of a sudden I went from living in a world to this, and I don't know why, it just kind of takes me out. You limited how many lives I had. You pulled me out of the world that I was enjoying and threw me in an arcade or something. I don't know. I don't want to see.
Hey, start heading over to the Life Invader headquarters. Omar Garcia is hard to track
Let's
down,
go
so we'll need to
get-
hack his account and gather some intel from his DMs.
You're through to your garage. You, need me to bring you a ride?
Yeah, bring me the Duke.
It's on the way.
Now my Duke of Death, I'm going to change its color back to where I used to have it. I try to go with more of a red, white, and blue theme or something, I think. It's kind of hard to tell what color that is now. Maybe that's black and red. I can't remember what I did. But this used to be a matte black with a pearlescent green. Now, you might be saying to yourself, you can't do a pearlescent on a matte finish. That's true, but there's a glitch that lets you do it. I don't remember what it was. I learned it from that guy I mentioned in the previous video. I used to watch his videos. His YouTube channel is The Missing Sock. But that was the first place I learned it from, and I haven't done it for a long time, so I have to go look at it again. It's really simple. You just go into paint your car, and I think you have to go to a license plate screen, and then you go back, and all of a sudden you can put pearlescent on a matte finish. And I actually I love this car that way, and I really don't care for it now that it's all shiny. It looked meaner. Oops, I gotta go over here first. I'll find out how to do that tomorrow, and then maybe I'll put that in the video. I can watch YouTube while I work. That's why I said I'll find out how to do it tomorrow. Okay, you
Okay,
got.
there should be servers in the building that hold everybody's account information. At least I think that's how it works.
No cameras in here. Always forget that camera there. I think if you do in here and do this quietly, there's two guys down there. There's a camera up there too. Don't think there's any more. If you do this part quietly without anybody really catching you, you don't have to really fight anybody on the way out. But yeah, I can watch YouTube while I'm working, and sometimes I just like to turn on the missing sock guy and watch him do his old videos. Where the heck are you? Oh, I'm looking at the wrongs. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I watch his videos while I'm at work sometimes, and somewhere in there, he does show how to put a pearlescent on a matte finish.
Hey, the guards are still clueless. So once you're in the server room, just stay quiet and get to work.
Now, I'm fairly confident this is a guessing game. If anybody knows any different, I haven't really watched any videos telling anything other than that. So this has got to be like this.
We're cooking now.
I think that's the best I've ever done on that one. Got them both on the second try.
All right, that's all of them. I'll start reading his DMs. You just try to get out of there.
Try. So yeah, if you do get caught and they can set off the alarm, there'll be cops out here and stuff.
Hey, it
For
looks
security, anyway.
like Omar's at the car meet in the city.
So we're gonna, if you haven't done this one before, we find out where he is, and then we go to the Ellis car meet. If you don't have this car, it's free. You gotta get this car. This is a great car. This is another, it's kind of like the armored Kuruma. It has a little bit more of an opening in the front, and you can't shoot as far around. But this car is a beast. It's like super heavy, so when you run into people, it seems like it weighs a lot more than it should. It has a lot of inertia behind it. That's the right word. It's like it's almost like driving the garbage trucks. You run into somebody and you do way more damage to them than you should. But yeah, this is a free car, and it's armored against bullets.
Doing loads of cocaine and driving in circles. You know, shit like that.
I believe it even will take a few RPGs. And I believe they even made it so you can put Imani
Till you
Tech
get
on it.
to the test track.
I don't really play PvP, so I don't really bother with Imani Tech. Okay, you can run over here. You gotta put on...
Once you find an outfit, just walk into the meat like you belong there. Shoulders back,
Isn't
partner.
it there we go. Gotta put on a uniform so you look the part. And then you just run over here. And then we just start ramming the guy. And then he's gonna leave.
All right, you in? Omar should be driving a new
Pick one of these
benefactor.
cars.
I think it's called a Vorschlagam or Vorklag. Oh, hell, partner. I'm just gonna call it a hammer from here on out.
You see him over there. He's
Your
got the
best bet is to
little
grab
icon on
car
top
and
of it.
ram him off the track with it. Speak his language, you know?
do enough damage and he'll try to get away.
Hey, you know what? Half the parts of these cars are stolen, and they're worth a lot of money. I'll just look through your ECUs on cash for dead dreams.
There we go. Now his buddies are going to be outside too. They're going to start shooting at us. We'll try to avoid them as much as we can.
Try to get close, then ram them.
And here comes his buddies. Look out, folks.
Shit, dude!
Where the heck did you go? Sometimes it seems like you can do more damage to this guy if you can get him to run into brick walls. But he'll eventually get out of the car and start shooting at you. Okay, he's getting out of the car now. So, what we're going to do at this point is use our car as protection. Take out his buddies. And now I'm going to get out my stun gun. He's he's dead. Because he got out of the car when I hit him. Daggone it. So, in this particular case, you know what I would do? Well, you know what? I'm getting ready to get off anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. We'll just go ahead and deliver him as is. I can't even get to him. He's trapped. I can't even finish the mission. It won't let me. I can't recover him. Oh wait, you know what? Let's try this. Not stun gun. Flare. Ooh. They won't even let me use the whatever you call that thing. You know what? He's already dead. Heck. I don't think he can get more dead. There we go. We'll just deliver him to the morgue. So, unfortunately, I went and hit his car while he was getting out and killed him. All we had to do was go and shoot him with the stun gun and we would have gotten 130,000. Sometimes you lose. So we're gonna take him to the morgue. That's unfortunate.
Got a set of hands waiting for you at the morgue. They'll handle whatever's left of Omar.
And that's how you fail. Accidentally. I don't think I've ever accidentally killed him before. Are you serious? You got more guys coming
I
after
don't
him?
feel too bad about Omar.
He's dead.
With the way he was running his mouth, it was only a matter of time before somebody else put a bullet in him. At least it was you, right? Now we're the bounty hunters who finally clipped his wings. That's another win for bottom dollar, baby. Okay, just drop Omar's body off at the morgue, and we can cross this one off the list.
Alright, well, there's how you fail that mission. Accidentally running him over with his own car. You win some, you lose some. Well, at least he won't escape jail and do it all again. Sorry, Omar. It's not how I wanted it to go. Where are you going to put us? Yep, okay, we're just still hanging out here. So, there's another successful day. Oops. Good job, everybody. Let's pull up our phone. Let's take our 481,000 plus whatever we got paid directly. $55.8 million. I thought it was at 56. I think I was at 56 earlier, maybe. I don't remember. But I know we made more money than that. I know I was at 56, and then I think we dropped down. I think I was at 54 when we made this video. I can't remember. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is episode 2. Where are we at on our timer? 51 minutes, 52 minutes. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you had a good time. This has been Laid Back Grinding, and I'll see you in the next one. So please like and subscribe. Leave some comments. Tell me what you like. I'll catch you all later. Bye.